Welcome to Let Black Women Speak on the podcast. I'm Whitney.
And I'm Ta'Cha.
And we're going to be discussing the topic of the justice system in the Black community. And today's episode is going to be about why do men take advantage of women who look out for them while they're incarcerated? We hear this a lot, women holding men down and falling in love with men that while they're in jail, or either, their boyfriend go to jail for years and they still hold them down while they're in there and travel miles and miles to go see them every weekend. Like, they dedicate so much of their time to somebody that, in my eyes, me on the outside looking in, I never know nobody's real stories, but some of the stories is like, these women really doing all this. The man that didn't kill somebody, he did what he did to be there. Like, you really just going to bat for this person. It's like, that's crazy to me. But I mean, love is love, I guess. But sometimes I feel people really should just live their life, and you can still support that person, but don't give them too much of you because you still have your life to live.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. I think it's different perspectives for different walks of life.
Yeah.
I have a very large family. So I have cousins that have been in jail. I have ex-friends that's been in jail, siblings that's been in jail. And I really think it's a case by case thing, and a lot of times, and even a lot, 90% of the times when the men in our community go to jail, they're young. They do stuff in their youth.
Mm-hmm.
And they make a mistake, out of anger, not knowing how to express themselves, not knowing how to control themselves, not having self-control. And they might get into a fight with someone and kill them, or be high for drugs and kill them, or, just something that they did when they were a kid and didn't know any better. So, or robbery, hanging with the wrong crowds, selling drugs, hanging with the wrong crowd, just peer pressure, things of that nature. And you have this girl that y'all been knowing each other since y'all 13, 14, or he could have took your virginity, whatever it may be, or somebody you grew up with, that's just your friend, y'all always been cool, or it could have just been your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I blame the men.
Mm-hmm.
And I love men, but I blame the men because women, we're just doing our job.
Right.
It's in the good book that a woman was created to be a man's helpmate. Like, you can't condemn us for helping you. And I just feel like men are ungrateful. The men that do that, they're ungrateful and they're narcissists, because this person has sacrificed years, their good years, teenage years, 20 yewhen and 20s, waiting for you, being patient, going in and out of jail, putting money on your books.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get out, you're cheating, you're running off with other women, and you leave her and end up marrying someone else or being with someone else. I just really think that men are ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
Men need to heal, and they need to acknowledge that you are the head. And if the head's not in order, the whole body's out of order.
Exactly.
And I think we talked about this in the last conversation. Like, Black women, our community of women, yes, there is a small percentage. You cannot say all of us, because if you did a poll, I would say, just in my little 36 years living,
mm-hmm.
it is a small percentage of women who like to dog men in our culture. It's more percentage of men that has dogged us. It's a way more percentage of women who are loyal, who take care of their kids. I mean, look at the statistics right now. How many single mothers out here who take care of their kids, who do everything the father does and some? Like, just even look at last generation. Look at all the rappers. Look at all the entertainers. 80% of them are raised by single moms. And all of them rap about how their mama did whatever she had to do to survive and take care of them with nothing. These women have survived on Section 8. These women have survived without Section 8, have put themselves through school, had did everything, raised these men's kids while they ran off. So this is generation after generation, majority. Now, I can say there's an 80-20, or there is a 20% of women who are toxic, who are users, who are gold diggers, who are just the most vile female entities that can live. Yes, those women do exist. I'm not going to say, oh, they don't exist, but I will give them 20%. I will not give them 80%. It is more women like me and you that are widowed or single than there is the 20% that are man eaters. I believe in the Black community. I'm not talking about in the whole women community as a whole. So I would say, and a lot of the women that went on the man eater side or left dating men altogether, majority of their reason is the man used to beat me. Man raped me. The man did something to them. So it really, our men need to heal, really need to heal and take accountability for their actions. And needs to realize that we are not being men anymore. Where are the Martin Luther Kings? Where are the Malcolm X's? Where are the men in our Christian, quote unquote, because we can't claim other communities because we're not unified.
But then again, they minds can't think like that if they've never seen that before. Like,
they seen it. Girl, we 30-something years old.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, actually being in the environment or seeing, someone that they know, get themselves together and do good. Like, if they ain't seen it, they ain't gonna want to try to accomplish it.
How about this? They seen Scarface. They seen Menace to Society. They seen Boys in the Hood.
True.
They seen Colors.
True.
And they can reenact that, right?
Yep, most definitely.
So they listen to all this boo-boo the fool music. You telling me they can't turn on a man podcast? You telling me they can't watch videos and movies on men leaders? I mean, they got videos about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, so many. I mean, even African leaders. Every different. They have resources.
Most definitely.
They choose not to. We gotta stop. I think as women, we have to stop making that excuse for them. I used to make that excuse and be like, oh, he just was raised without a father. Oh, no. Because my mother was not in the picture until I was like maybe 15, 14, 16 years old. I still know how to clean. I still know how to cook. I still know how to raise my 4 kids. And you know what I did? I self-taught. Whenever a woman was in my presence and she was cooking, I asked questions. I paid attention. I go on YouTube and I go on Google and I Google recipes. And sometimes I got it too salty. Sometimes it didn't taste right. But after the 5th or 10th time, I got it right. I mean, it's so many Tyler Perry movies on great men. It's so many videos on how to be a father. So many books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It is so many ways to educate yourself on how to be a good man. They got to do the work.
Most definitely. There's so many resources out here because it's like if you want to be better, you're going to get there.
Oh, my goodness. You know how many men that got out of jail and wrote books on how they transformed their lives? Do you know how many pastors, how many men in real estate, how many men who went to jail, got out in every culture, Muslim men, Christian men, Pan-Africa, spiritual men. It is so many different men from different walks of life, men that are Buddhists, that are Black men. It's so many different men that have self-help books.
Yeah.
They got to do the work, especially if you in your late 20s and your 30s. Girl, my bookshelf and my nightstand is on the side of me. Do you know how many books I have on the side of me? Self-love, healing trauma, healing the heart, matters of the heart, like changing my diet, 48 powers of law, healing the wise woman way.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
It's not.
And you know what the men do? Women like us who would put money on their books, who would go visit them in jail, who would support them, they treat us like they're macking us, they're pimping us, they're using us. It's like they're so hurt that they won't even let anyone properly love them or even be their helpmate.
Mm-hmm.
And the issue is, we're in our community, I'm paying attention, they don't want to heal. They love being toxic. They love being alcoholics. They love being drug addicts. They love sitting on the phone talking like females, arguing and yelling all the time. I see men gossiping more than women. I see men yelling and screaming and just all type of female tendencies. And I'm just like, this is our heads. These are our heads.
Yeah.
This is who we have to submit to and follow. I don't know, girl. I mean, personally, for the men, y'all do the work. Yes.
Most definitely.
We all had trauma. So some of y'all just didn't have fathers. I'm a prime example. I didn't have a mother due to the crack cocaine era. And another thing, if your mother and your father or your aunties or uncles on crack cocaine, why would you touch it? My thing is, why are you poisoning your own community? You are your own enemy.
Never understood it.
Like, if you are really out here, I can see a little teenager, somebody that don't get it. But there's men that's 40, 50, 60, 30, out here still selling crack cocaine and wet and PCC and all that other, like, why are you poisoning your own community? I had cousins that went to jail. One of my cousins did sell that wacky stuff, but I had one cousin, he did sell drugs, but he always used to say, I only sell weed. And I never comprehend why. But his thing was, and he was educated, I'm not going to poison my own community.
That's what's up, though.
He took the sacrifice of not making the big money, but his thing was he knew what that stuff did to his people.
Right.
And the thing is, men are not even hustling to get out of a hole, because that was the only reason why they were supposed to touch it anyway. It was just make some money to better the community. Now they hustling for a lifestyle, just to look good, just to have a nice car,
the latest clothes and shoes, just to go to the club and get into it with somebody
and kill somebody or get killed.
I'm like, this is just dumb. Cycle of dumbness. Like, do something with that money. But
it's a cycle of ignorance.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna get in on the entertainers. Let's not even go there. Let's not even go on our Black entertainers. My question is, you knew your mama was poor, you knew your grandma was poor, you knew your auntie was poor, you knew your cousin was poor. How the hell do you get rich and go marry a Latina or a white woman or a foreign woman and not bring that money back to your community? Make it make sense.
Okay.
You tell me you worth $40 million and you go marry a white woman that already got that type of money. You go marry You gonna marry Maria's daughter, whose uncle is a leader of a goddamn organization that made more money than what you're worth in a week. Make it, you go marry some Arab or foreign woman, and then their excuse is Black women are mean, don't know how to act. Boy, we just as traumatized as you. Because you don't pay attention. Slavery was just 2 generations ago, 2 grandparents ago. And scientists and researchers have proved that trauma passes through generations. So you telling me after all the things that was inflicted on us in our paid servitude or whatever they want to call slavery or whatever, systematic Willie Lynch, whatever methods, dummy diverses, whatever method they use on us, you telling us Black women supposed to just bounce out of it and act just like the white woman, the Spanish woman, and the foreign women. We supposed to just wake up and be better women. But the thing is, when they go to jail, when they go through something, they want us to be patient with them.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as they get it up on us or an opportunity, they run it out with everybody's daughters but they own.
Sad.
I love Kanye, but the only reason I have no respect for Kanye is because he yells his mother, but I never see him with a woman that looks like his mother.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's no disrespect to Miss Donna, R.I.P. God bless you. So I know you in heaven because you an angel. And that's my only thing. Like, I love him. I love his creativity. I love his
Most
genius.
definitely. Mm-hmm.
But you telling me you $1 billion man and you not bringing those billions in our community?
Yeah.
Make it make sense. You know the struggle. You live the struggle. You know what a Black woman went through. If I can recall, I think his mother was a single mother.
Yeah, she was.
And I'm not even just talking about him. All those basketball players that's getting those Kardashian girls and all the other foreign girls pregnant. All those rappers. Shit, even comedians. What is it? Eddie Griffin, ain't he married to an Asian girl? Like, make it make sense.
Dave Chappelle is. He's married to an Asian. I don't know who he's married to.
And what's so bad about it? These are the people's granddaughters that did all this to your ancestors.
Mm.
And then I want to throw this race card when we speak on it.
Mm.
We out here raising men that look just like you, that's going to be discriminated on by police officers, by schools, by everywhere they go, just like you. And what you can say to us is, stop being racist, stop creating barriers. No, bro, you sold out.
Most definitely.
You married up. You didn't want to struggle with us. You didn't want to go through the rebuilding of the Black community. So you ran on the other side, bro.
And then another thing too, I noticed, sometimes people, like, I know that one guy, dang, I can picture him, that he got the show ATL. Donald Glover, he even said that Black girls didn't like him because he was weird, and that he's married to a white woman too. And he was like, Black girls didn't like him. Sometimes they just...
It's strategic. It has to be strategic. How is it every generation, every $1 million boy, $1 billion boy?
I just don't get it. But I sense that, they change their environment, they change the people they hang around, blah, blah, blah. But is it not any Black people in that crowd? Because it's a lot of Black women that are like Donald Glover, in the sense of how he is as a person. And it's like, you telling me that you couldn't find a Black woman that, you were attracted to that actually likes you too? Like, come on now.
Seriously? I don't believe it. It's so many Black actresses. No, they a lie. Because look how many single Black, hold on. Look how many single Black women. And you know what? I respect what's that boy that keep popping around and having babies there every 10 days? What's that boy?
I don't know why I was about to say Usher, but
Wilding Out.
Nick Canyon, yes.
He said it. He is the realest one out of all the rich elite men. He said it is a status symbol. He is the only one to be honest. It's a status symbol for them.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly
so
what it is.
Basically, our black men are the gold diggers. They are materialistic.
Yeah, I hate that they feel that when they get a light-skinned girl or either, a foreign girl that they didn't really won. You're not winning. Like,
and I don't get it. It's another guy, Jay-Z's boy, ex-boy, Damon Dash. You talk all this great shit, but then you got a foreign woman on the side of you.
Oh, he married?
I don't know what he is, but all I know is Kevin Hart, Eddie Griffin, Damon Dash.
Thing with Kevin Hart, I heard that he, was bashing his ex-wife. He used to bash her, talk bad about her.
She the one was with him when he was poor.
Man.
No way. The way he did her, man, the way he did the Kanye on her was mind-blowing. And I see like Ta'Cha, you got Carrie Wilson, you got so many black women, Regina Hall. It's so many, it's another Regina. All these black women the Martin girls, all these black single women.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want us. Y'all don't even want the women who look like y'all mamas. And you can say, all is your mouth, all is this, all is that.
Everybody's not like that, though, And it's just like, that's just, I don't know. That's just something to say, because that's crazy.
All I can say is our men need to work on some self-love, some self-healing, because that's self-hate to me. When you cling to everyone but the ones who look like you, that's self-hate. That's
why, honey. I love me some LeBron James. That's why I do.
Like Beyonce said, I like my man with big nostrils and big ears. You gotta have them features, baby. You gotta have them features back. Because I don't care how much money I got where I got in my pocket. I'm not gonna forget where I came from.
Exactly.
And then they make these excuses because I start asking black men. And they said, because out west, it's girl, oh my God, it's world capital. So I asked them, and they were just like, black woman wasn't out here. I mean, you a goddamn lie, nigga. So what you do is you go home and you fly you a black woman here.
Crazy.
Yeah, you go, you know where we at. We in the South. We in the Midwest. Won't you come get us? Come get us.
Mm-hmm.
There was no woman on the West Coast. All it is Latinas and white girls. So I mean, that's all we get. No, you lying.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Cause I'm here. It ain't no man here. And guess what I'm doing? I'm by myself. And the thing is, we have no loyalty to our culture. That's why there's no black community, because we have no loyalty to each other. Y'all say us hoes ain't loyal. They say you hoes ain't loyal. You niggas ain't loyal.
Not at all. And being a dark-skinned woman, and that when men cheat on you as a light-skinned girl, it's like to them they won. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? They just treat you so bad.
It's to break your spirit. It's to break your spirit. But like Tupac said, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, baby.
Yeah.
Girl, I wanted multiple dark babies. God only blessed me with one chocolate drop. I was praying that my last baby be chocolate, but she ended up yellow. That's all that Indian in my blood. But it is what it is. But I just don't see it. Girl, I don't see. I feel like it's no excuse. It's self-hate. Because I'm out here. It ain't no black men. I could easily take the cop out and say, oh, I could get a Latina man. I could get a foreign man. I could get a white man. I could easily take that route. But nah, I'm going to show y'all what y'all should have did. I'm going to show y'all what loyalty is. And that means even if I have to be by myself,
Yeah,
I'm going to stay committed and loyal to my community.
most definitely.
And Black men, y'all just got to learn how to stop playing sandball. Stop playing sandball. Y'all motherfuckers will do anything. Excuse my language. Y'all would do anything for a little money.
They really will. And do anything for status and do anything to, what clout, as they say, to have friends, to, have people, want to be around you. Like this, it's just crazy how society is. I don't live by those standards. Like I just don't.
And the thing is, everybody look up to the Black man.
Yeah.
Y'all say everybody's a culture vulture. Everybody want to be y'all. So why y'all want to be better examples?
Man,
why y'all want to teach the Latina man and the foreign man and the African man and the whoever else want to be like y'all? Because everybody want to be like y'all. So that means y'all the leaders. Why y'all want to teach them how to be loyal to your women? How to be loyal to your community? How to, if a woman scratch your back, you scratch her back. And then as soon as you get out of jail, go sleep with her sister and her cousin and then drop her like a hot pancake. Or burn her with 8 different diseases and then go running around messing with girls 20 times younger than her.
Crazy world, honey. Crazy world.
Or when a woman try to be your rock and try to be your ride or die, you out here thinking you pimping her. You a Mac. You a player from the Himalaya. We just doing our job, slow man. We were created to be your helpmates. We are your helpmates. How are you using someone who is operating in their position? Our job is to help you. But you call that pimping, matching? But then when you end up with a woman that's dogging you out, taking all your money and sleeping with your brother, then she's a whore. Maybe you just weeping what you sow. Girl, more of the story is, man, these men need to do better. They need to heal. Stop using, I didn't have a daddy. Stop using, I was in jail. Stop using, I was on drugs. Stop. Self-educate. If you don't know how to read, watch videos.
Crazy.
Self-love. And before you go hopping in somebody's bed, heal. Mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And when somebody's looking out for you, look out for them.
Most definitely. And
stop stealing all the time. Stop killing all the time. Stop robbing all the time. Stop the ignorance. And when your brother, if he's in school, if he's in college, if he's a police officer, support him. Stop calling them lames. Stop calling them squares. We need men like that. They used to talk down on my husband because he went to work and he didn't sell drugs. They used to be like, he go to work. What is wrong with him going to work? They will shame you for going to work.
Crazy, right?
Like, ignorance is bliss in the Black community. Y'all gotta do better. Basically, you're shaming men for being men. Oh, he a simp. He got home. Oh, you going home to your wife? They used to tease my husband for years. Oh, you better get home for Tasha get you. No, he just wants his wife to be happy. Because he understands happy wife, happy life. I want my house at peace. So I'm going to go home to my wife. She don't like it when I stay out all night with y'all. But they teased him and they taunted him. And then at the end of it, 10, 15 years, oh, we look up to y'all. Y'all have the real thing. Y'all, but at the beginning, y'all taunted him.
You know
Y'all
what?
made fun of him.
You know what? I hear that so much. I hear that so much about my past relationship. I thought y'all was good. Y'all always was doing this and doing that. I thought y'all was good. Same people, new stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy. It's just
Well,
crazy.
the thing is, our men, they gotta heal, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's they just love the excitement of cheating on women and getting away with it. I don't know if they just have mommy issues. I don't know if it's self-hatred. I don't know why our men dog us out and treat us the way we do, even if we are the quiet, sweetest, peaceful. Now, I am a spicy girl.
Mm-hmm.
They would label me as an alpha, but I know beta girls that are sweet, that are respectful, that's college educated, and they get dogged out just as bad as an alpha.
Oh yeah. No matter what kind of woman you are,
It
if the
don't.
man
And matter of
choose to
fact,
do what he
I'm gonna
want
tell
to
you
do,
the
he
truth.
gonna do it.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. They get it worse. They beat their ass. They knock their teeth out their mouth. The beta girls, the sweet girls that do whatever they want, they do them 20 times worse than they do the alpha girls.
Mm.
So the moral of the story is, man, our men gotta heal. They gotta really take a reality check, and then they need to stop playing with us. If you are not attracted to women, stop trying to still have us to be your cover. If you like men, come out the closet and go be with men. Because a lot of it be, they don't even want a woman.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the
Okay,
truth.
if you got raped, if you got molested, or if shit, you just always liked the men, there's a rainbow community. I talk to them all the time. They cool as hell. Go join it. Stop being fearful or fear of shame and not want to come out the closet. You wasting this woman's years. You making her feel like something wrong with her, and all the time is you want Adam. You don't want Eve. Boy, it's 2022. Go be with Adam and leave us alone.
Mm-hmm. For real, for real.
We do not care about your sexual preference.
Really
We gonna pray
don't.
for you and leave you alone.
Really don't.
These men, like, especially our black men, like, just get it together, kings. We love y'all. We right here. We doing the healing. We doing the work. We taking care of our bodies. We taking care of our kids. Do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the work.
Most
Stop.
definitely.
Stop taking advantage of us. Stop using us. Stop abusing us. Stop taking your anger and your hurt and pain out on us, and do the work. And if a woman has the heart to take care of your little raggedy butt while you in jail, get out, marry that woman, respect that woman, put her on a pedestal. Because, honey, you could go back to the pit again. And it might not be jail. It might be sickness. It might be anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the next time you will not have that. That's called burning bridges and biting the hand that feeds you.
Most definitely.
If you got a real one in your circle, watch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because karma is or weeping what your soul comes back.
For real, for real. That's something I don't play with. That's why I'm not the type of person that'll try to hurt somebody or get over on somebody, because I know how karma works. That's probably like, why do people do the things that they do? You gotta
They think
be
they're gonna get away with it. They think they're gonna get away with it. And dudes don't know, like, you could do something to somebody 4 years ago, 5 years later, boom.
And you
It
gonna
come
know
back on
exactly what it is when it hits you too.
you.
You gonna know when it hits you too. That's just crazy.
Yep. And the thing is, for our elite men, if y'all single, check the girls y'all used to go to school with, y'all used to go to college with. It's so many HBUs. Hey, what are those black colleges called?
HBCUs.
HBCUs. You can't say we all ghetto. You know how many college graduate, educated, beautiful women are single? Stop making excuses, man. Any successful black women that's not in the ghetto, in the hood, ghetto. That's y'all main thing, ghetto. There's so many.
Yeah.
There's no excuse, man.
It's really not. It's a lot of women that, are, submissive to their men and, want to cater to their men, and like, I just don't get why they don't want a black woman, but they want the woman that's like an Instagram model to cheat on with or be the side chick. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get it, but for the black community to heal, our men got to start respecting us more. They need to start not taking advantage of us when we're being their helpmate, and they have to heal. If you are hopping in relationships after relationships and not taking time out for yourself, you're not healing.
Yeah.
Any man that leaves a relationship, he should be taking at least 6 months to a year off to himself. And that's not having the sex with anyone, not doing anything, just really focusing on their self. And I've noticed that a lot of our men in the black community, they are very prideful and they're narcissistic.
Ooh, honey.
Get help. Get help. If you can't take accountabilities for your actions, if you blame your mama, blame your daddy, blame your ex-girlfriend, and get help. And one thing is, just because one black woman do you wrong, that's not an excuse to leave the whole black race. And the thing is, pick a side. If you're married to a foreign woman, okay, that's your family now. Like, I don't get why they say multiracial. No, that's your queen now. Your loyalty is to that tribe. Because how are you contributing to the black community? How are you contributing to the black community? If you left with a Caucasian woman, how are you contributing to the black community? If you left with a Latina or Mexican woman, how are you contributing to our black community? That's one father out of our community.
Yeah, and it's a major problem.
And the thing is, they don't see no problem with it. If a black woman say something about it, they're saying you're creating barriers. But even in the Bible, it speaks about not marrying and intermarrying.
And what do you mean by that?
It says you're not supposed to have strange wives. All these men, strange wives is women other than the women of your culture. In the Old Testament, New Testament, in the Apocrypha. Really? It says if you have a strange wife, be done away with her and her children.
What? I did not know that.
Yes, girl, you need to. It's Ezra. I think it's man, it's multiple. You have to go on my page. I posted it, but it's even in the good book. I think Nehemiah. I think one of the prophets was saying because this is gonna. One reason they said because you'll start worshiping their gods, or your children will start worshiping their gods and living under their. I think another reason was one of the prophets said, because when it comes to giving back the land, it'd be going back to this family because you married into their bloodline.
And that's true. That's true. And I get that. I see why like some cultures like Iranians and different cultures like that, they're very strict with their daughters and not marrying. They don't want them marrying outside of their culture. And honestly, I get that because it's their culture. So
Because you're not supposed to.
and I
You're not
didn't
supposed
know
to.
that. I
If
didn't
it's
know
in the
that.
Bible, it's in the Bible. And
Wow.
black folks, I can't speak on everybody else because they swear we're the Israelites. They swear we are the people who was lost in slavery. It fit our description. We are the people that was in slavery. So it fits. The shoe fits. But if you say we are these people, then those was our rules. We was not supposed to be intermarrying.
I'm gonna have to read that Bible.
You check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the Apocrypha, and I found it in the Old Testament. I don't think in the New Testament, but in the Old Testament, in the Apocrypha, absolutely. If the prophet specifically said you're not supposed to be mixing because you're going to be in their culture. They serve other gods.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know, girl. It's deep. It's deep, but Black women, we don't have a voice, so we can't speak on these things. And the thing is, it leaves us unprotected. If you're fighting with Maria's family, and you're fighting with Becky's family, and you're fighting with Ming Ling's family, and you're fighting with Abu's family, who's fighting with Keisha's family?
Don't nobody really care about Keisha family.
You can't be at two places at one time. I know Papa was a Rolling Stone, but when he coming home?
Oh my God.
I get Papa was a Rolling Stone, but when is he coming home?
He probably don't want to.
That's some self-hate.
Exactly. That's my point. It's no fight with Keisha's family because nobody cares about Keisha's family. I got better things going on over here. So he ain't worried
It's
about
easier
Keisha's
over
family.
here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
until they drop
wanna,
me and tell me that they don't want nothing to do with me over here, I ain't never coming back to Keisha family.
And peep this. And it's been strategically, it has been proven that if you are labeled as another culture, your credit is higher. Your application for housing is easy. Privilege is given to you if you are under a different race. So I guess they just want it easier. I don't know, but the thing is, it has been proven that these young men need men that look like them to look up to.
Most definitely they do. They really, really do.
But in this generation, a good percent of the men, especially the celebrities, I would say out of 100% of the Black celebrities, only about 20% is with women of color.
Yeah.
And 80% is with different races.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So this is what our Black men are looking up to. Is this a plan for mass extermination or continual extermination to the Black family, to the Black community? How can we build a Black community when our Black men are not in our community?
Right. And don't want nothing to do with us. What can we do about that? They act like they don't like us, act like they don't care about us. Like, what can we do about that? They go to jail and they not here, but they want us to support us, send them money and stuff while they in jail. So like, what can we do? Like, other than support them? If it's nobody out here, for us to be with us at home, y'all all in jail. Y'all keep,
75%
on trial, want somebody to come to your court dates. That's time off of work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when they was out, they was messing with everybody but us.
Right.
But when they need us, Then they want to call auntie and grandma. Or when, let's say, if they're a celebrity, when they ain't got no money no more, and all the white women and the foreign women they turn their backs on them, that's when they run back to us.
Right, every time.
We're the last option.
Right. And it's like you gotta just get ran over and let somebody just do whatever they want to you and then come back to you to treat you right after they then played around and did this, and that, just to say somebody care about you. Like, why it shouldn't even be like that. It's just sick to me.
And it's other celebrity men, man. I don't even like to speak on this OG because he's a Crip, and I just like Crip niggas. But the way he did his wife,
I know exactly who you're talking about, and I hate it too, because I love both of them.
I love both of them, but I see the pain in her eyes.
Most definitely.
So much.
Most
I had
definitely.
so many
And
decades of looking up to them.
One of his sons, I think, really,
Oh, and they date other women.
Oh yeah, they sure did, didn't they? Sure did.
And I respect him so much. I would not even
and
speak
the daughter
his
does
name.
too, right? The daughter.
No, she got a black man.
Okay.
But
I know. I don't even want to say it either.
I can't say his name because I respect him. I respect him so much. I will not speak his name. Yeah. But what I can say is, why, King? Why do her like that?
Ignorant. He was very ignorant.
But my thing is, why, King? Why us? We love you. We support you. We, even though you have stepped on us, abused us, shown the world how to disrespect us.
Mm-hmm. And that's the same with another person that I love too.
Hold on. Show the world how to disrespect us.
Yeah.
And we still won't put our mouth on you out of respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But let me tell you, that hurt that you hurt us, just know the young black women, we see that shit and it hurts all of us.
Yeah, most definitely. That's why we got so much respect for her though. Because we only know she's still there because she loved him.
Mm-hmm.
We know that, but she didn't have to go through all that.
I mean, that's a prime example of how the men don't respect us in any form. A alpha, a beta, a submissive, a humble, a righteous. In any form that you give us to a black man, he is going to step all over us like a damn doormat.
Mm-hmm.
And rub it all in our face. Shit, some of them kill us.
But it's another one that I got a lot of respect for too.
Don't speak his name if it's a big OG.
Yeah, it's another one too, but I ain't gonna say. But his wife, ex-wife, I got a lot of respect for her because he'll probably never get married again.
Is it the basketball player?
Yeah. He'll never get married again.
And the ones in the 20s that he ran off with, it wasn't even worth it.
Definitely not.
But I think now that the wife is remarried, if we're talking about the same person that just got remarried,
yep,
I think it's hitting him now.
Yeah, because he did an interview with someone, a podcast interview a few months ago, and he was like, "Man, that was the dumbest thing I ever did in my life." Like,
and it's real. And the black men have to understand. The only reason we're speaking on the elite black men because you are our leaders. You are who the kids look up to.
Most definitely.
When they try to say Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, they have no effect. Megan Thee Stallion have no effect. Yes, you do. You are who we look up to. We looked up to Ice Cube in our generation. Who's the one that died? Tupac, Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
They look up to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see these young girls out here talking ignorant, butt naked, that's your product, baby. You didn't use your platform wisely. And now our daughters are suffering from it. Because I'm sorry, sis, we're single moms. We can't control what they watch. And you're in every commercial, you in everything. So the Black community, man, when it comes to the men and the women, and we're gonna wrap it up, especially our Black elite, man, we all gotta take accountability for our actions and do the work. Us single widow moms, we working, we taking care of our kids, we sticking to our kind. We're supporting Black businesses. We're cheering each other on. We doing what we can do at our capacity, what we have. Our elite, y'all got to do the same. Soon as you get a big check, don't go run off with Mean Ling and some mixed breed and Chinkating and Becky and Morosa and like, come on, man. Bring that money back to the community. And don't hit us with, oh, they'll kill us. Oh, like, no, bro. Like, come on, man. Where's our community centers? Where's our education centers? Y'all got billions of dollars. You got houses on islands. But you don't have no community centers and schools and different things from the community you came from, the community that raised you. You don't have no entrepreneur programs. You don't have no trade schools. You're not using your time and your money wisely. Do you know they say the Black buying power is the most powerful power?
Yeah. Black people are very powerful in so many ways. And it's just, if we could all just be united and come together and work together, we'll just be
it starts with our elite. They have the platforms, they have the resources.
Yeah, that's true too. But
you don't have to do it in a disrespectful manner that'll get you killed. Right. You don't have to expose the industry. You don't have to do that. You can start off with little trade schools.
And I've heard of some of them doing that. The thing some of them. The thing is too, us in our own communities can do that.
Hold on. One more thing before we switch over. Yeah. And you can start by treating the Black women in your circle right, your wife's right, your sister's right, your mother's right. And if you are single, because I'm not going to tell you to leave your white woman or your Asian woman I'm not going to do her like that, because I wouldn't do her the way she did us. We're not like that. So you can keep them if you got them. But what I will say, if you are a single Black man, try coming home.
Yeah.
And then if you do have a Black woman, try treating her right and stop making her look like a fool around all the women across the world. Because if you don't respect us, they don't respect us.
Not at all.
And you ain't got to put your money in. You can do different podcasts, different events. Y'all have all these different events, Black tie events, where y'all coming together and show who got all this money. Won't y'all have events on how to build up your city in Philly, how to build up your city in New York, how to build up your city in the Midwest, how to build up your city in the West? Y'all got power. Y'all have platforms. Use them wisely.
Most definitely.
And be good role models for the children, because our kids are watching y'all. And if you got a woman looking out for you, a Black woman that's looking out for you, that's loyal to you, that's sticking it in with you through thick and thin, be loyal. Return a favor. Simple stuff. Remember what Grandma taught us. We all got taught this. I'm 36. Y'all older than me. Treat them how you want to be. Treat people the way you want to be treated. If they scratch your back, scratch their back. Stop biting the hand that feeds you. I'm giving you the words that your grandma gave you. You come from the culture, so you understand it. You overstand it. And another thing is, come back home. Come back home. Thank you guys for choosing Let a Black Woman Speak on It. You can catch us on YouTube, and soon to be updated on Anchor. You can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram at Let a Black Woman Speak on it. You can find the recordings on YouTube and Anchor. Until we meet again, y'all be easy.